Hello again. Welcome back to the Caffeinated Classroom. If this is your first time here, my name is Marie, and I'm a high school English teacher in San Diego, California, and I have decided that it is time, not really like just time decided for me, that it is time to do a classroom revamp. So here we are, it's summer, and I'm doing one of the things I love, redecorating and reorganizing. Okay, so I was in here yesterday and I have a video of me just kind of listing all of my problems. It was just like a Festivus video, just airing all of my grievances in my classroom, of which I have many more, but I think I'm finally getting somewhere, and my mom is here helping me, and we've got some things. We've decided to take this like one wall at a time. We are definitely like low budget, like no budget. So I am going with things that I can beg, borrow, steal, find, Dollar Tree, etc. I will tell you all the things I find along the way, but one thing that has been an amazing breakthrough has been some decor that we are going to be using for free. That, guess what? You already have it too. Let me show you the first wall I'm working on. Well, actually, I'm going to show you my really beautiful drawing that's behind me. That's my schematic of the wall. And then I'll show you our progress. And then I brought literally nothing with me, so I'm gonna have to go home and get all the things and then come back. My professional rendering is up here. This is where it says read and write. Remember, they're on so well that they'll never come off. So I'm kind of committed to this being a reading and writing bulletin board situation. On Pinterest, we saw the cutest little book wall. So all of those little dots, just imagine like in the Harry Potter letters coming out of the fireplace sort of a situation, but it's book pages and books coming out. I have so many books. Our library has discarded a lot of books over the years that you can like rip apart and make for like book art and things. It's gonna be a whole thing going across. But then when it gets to write, so okay, read, write, consume, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we'll find some pictures, etc. And then it's gonna start turning into paper and things that kids create. They read, they analyze, they figure it out, and then they create their own. And then it's gonna go down to a reading corner. And this is absolutely to scale, in case you couldn't already tell. There are some things happening here. We've got some ideas for the reading corner. My daughter said a coloring reading station. I have an idea for Free Book Friday, more on that to come. I wanna add to my little reading corner some QR codes that take you to like a podcast list and like a playlist for reading, maybe a sensory wall. Smelling jars just makes me think of smelling salts, and that makes me feel like I'm in the Old West or something. I don't know, okay? But let's take a look at the wall itself. There it is, all done. Isn't it nice? Just kidding. That wasn't even funny. So, cabinets are here. I need to reorganize them a little bit. This situation is going to be for a lot of systems for inbox, outbox, etc. Here's the seed of decor. This is an image that I bought from, I want to say like the Hungry JPEG, and then created into like a poster. This is a book discard that is up to the wall with just like 3M, so it's non-damaging. And this is the beginning of what will become books and pages going across. And then they will transition into, oh, what's that you say? Free decor, lined paper, people. Oh, a pencil. Oh, a used watercolor. I couldn't think of the word for it. And then this, it's just hung up with like fishing line and paper clips. But it was on Facebook Marketplace for free. Somebody had a wedding and they were getting rid of greenery. So I highly suggest you know, we'll talk about where to find cheap and free decor. So I need to go home and feed myself because I've stopped making any sense. I already am like borderline nonsensical on my best days. So I need to go eat and get the things that I need to get. I'm getting very excited. I am back. I have changed because I was really disgusting and sweaty. I've started moving some things around, found some fleece that I might use to recover this chair with, and I'm kind of just starting to place things. I am going to clean this off, clear this off entirely. I have some contact paper that I'm going to see if it works on the cabinets and just kind of get these things going. My goal today is to just do this wall and figure out more of this reading corner situation, and at least have things like mocked up if I don't have everything exactly where I want it to be, and have the ideas with like post-it notes of where I want things to go, because that will feel like we have accomplished something. Yes. I have been in the zone covering these cabinets with contact paper for like an hour and a half, and it's just been very therapeutic. I listened to an entire episode of Smartless, my favorite ever podcast, and I've just been listening to a couple other things, but I have to leave it unfinished. It is what it is. These things happen. I have to go get my kids from camp in about 4 minutes. I'm gonna be in a slight jog once I leave this room and go down the hallway. Wanted to show you my progress though, because the children will be fine if they wait 2 extra minutes. So let's take a look. Things are progressing very nicely around here. Let me get around. We're just gonna like not pay attention to all of this and only pay attention to that because it looks a lot better. Oh, that's just a random piece of contact paper. This book situation is developing. I've got some book pages that we are going to be doing some poolside watercoloring on of all these discarded books. They're gonna go up. Really heavy duty, good command strips are amazing, and then double-sided tape to keep everything closed and to itself. I'll probably make a little TikTok about how we put those up. Those will kind of turn into, like I said before, different papers. I also pulled from my extra copies before I went to the recycling bin some of my handouts, because I think that would be kind of cool, that I'm gonna like watercolor on and make it look neat, and then it'll come down over here to our reading corner. I put up these yardsticks just as a placeholder for little book rails that I'm going to make. I have some lumber. It is so simple. You can make them with glue or a brad nailer. I have like a pneumatic nail gun at home that I'm going to make them with. I'll show you how to do that. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I'll probably just make a little short video about that. But down here, I want to make like a sensory wall with just a little bit of sequin fabric that can go back and forth and back and forth, just because kids need this kind of stuff. Chair's gonna get covered. I need to wash that first, and then I can like truly cover it. I'm really loving the way this is coming together. The rest of these are gonna go somewhere else. They need a new home. But over here, I'm gonna put, see, I've made post-its for myself because I will 100% forget. Music and audiobook and podcast like list QR codes. Oh, sorry about that focus situation there. And then down here, I'm gonna have the little, almost like a maker space of the other thing, my daughter, the video right before this one, oh my gosh, full sentence, sorry. The video right before this one, my daughter, who's going into 2nd grade, said you should have coloring stations. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So I'm gonna put coloring sheets, markers, and colored pencils. And then she also said, you should do that paper folding thing. And I was like, origami. So basically this is the room that my daughter designed. I absolutely, you can see I still need to do the top of this one and the top of this one and then the side back over here. But this contact paper is a really cool texture, and the texture is hiding the imperfections really nicely, and it just kind of like reflects the light. It's super nice. It like looks soft, even though obviously it's a metal cabinet, so it's not. But that's gonna be it for today, friends. I'm really pumped about this, and like I'm gonna use other school supplies up on the wall, and I think it's gonna look really cute and fun without being too cutesy, because like high school, there's always that, you know, delicate balance. And talk about cheap, it's totally free. I already have them here, so like why not? So off to camp pickup. Make sure that you subscribe to follow along with the rest of this series. Thank you for watching. I will link all sorts of things, the contact paper and all the things that I'm using. I'll just link in my Amazon store or wherever I find them from. So make sure that you click down below.